What's up, guys? So there are 4 Age of Revelation tie-in issues that come out on Wednesday, October 29th. I got a chance to read all of them over the weekend and just wanted to tell you a little bit about them. The first one is Cloak or Dagger number 1. This is written by Justina Ireland and the art is by Lorenzo Tometa. The overall gist of this series is that Cloak and Dagger are part of a group of rebels that are trying to get people out of the Revelation territories and to a safe haven. This issue starts with Dagger and 2 other mutants who I don't think we've ever met before, named Flex and Scritch, fighting another mutant who's blocking their way out of the Revelation territories. It's during this battle that we see how the X-Virus has affected Cloak and Dagger, that they can no longer occupy the same plane of existence at the same time, though they are linked telepathically and can even swap out when needed, kind of like how Rick Jones and Captain Marvel did it in the 70s. It also seems like they can combine their powers to make new attacks, but they don't really delve into that in this issue too much. While Dazzler and the others are in this battle, someone steals the bus that the evacuees are on, and Dazzler is going to have to find them before it's too late. It's been a long time since we've seen Cloak and Dagger in a book, and even longer since they've had their own book, and I have to say that I really liked this. The most interesting part of this story is, of course, the fact that Cloak and Dagger swap places with each other, and they talk a little bit about where the other one goes when they do swap places, and I want to know more about that. This doesn't add anything to the main Age of Revelation storyline, but it's still really good and definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Cloak and Dagger. Next up is Expatriate X-Men number 1. This is written by Eve Ewing and the art is by Francesco Mortorino. This issue focuses on Miss Marvel, Bronze, Melee, and a new character named Rift, who are trying to rescue another new character named Lyrebird from captivity in the Revelation territories. The first several pages are them doing exactly that, and it's really cool, and Rift's powers make it extra interesting. It's not a spoiler to tell you that they do eventually rescue Lyrebird and make it back to the flotilla, which is a fleet of rebel ships located in the Mississippi River. From here, the story switches to a discussion between these characters and Mystique about what to do with the knowledge that Lyrebird possesses, which includes things like maps of munition sites, locations of several captive mutants of interest, and lots more. It also seems that maybe they're not all on the same page and that some of them might have different goals for Lyrebird in mind, but I won't spoil that for you. I thought this issue was pretty okay. This book is the stand-in for the Exceptional X-Men series, which I haven't read, so I wasn't really familiar with some of these characters. The rescue sequence at the beginning was really cool, but I don't think this will add much to the Age of Revelation story if you're trying to decide which books to buy. Is Undeadpool number 1. This is written by Tim Seeley and the art is by Carlos Magno. This issue follows 4 young mutants who were made so by the X-Virus on their journey to the flotilla that we saw in Expatriate X-Men. They're traveling in hiding, so they're sticking to back roads and the woods. They do run into a little bit of trouble, but their powers and the fact that they work pretty well together as a team help them get through it. However, what they don't know is that they're also being stalked by Deadpool, or rather the Undeadpool, who has been radically altered thanks to the X-Virus. Thanks to Deadpool's healing factor, the virus couldn't kill him all the way, but it also couldn't mutate him all the way, so now he's stuck in a zombie-like limbo. His mind is intact, but his body acts completely on instinct, and it constantly craves the life force of mutants, just like the ones he's following. I won't say anything more so as to avoid spoilers, but this was a pretty fun book. I'm not much of a Deadpool fan, and it doesn't seem like it will inject anything into the main Age of Revelation storyline, but I think Deadpool fans will like it, especially this time of year. And last is X-Vengers number 1. This is written by Jason Liu, and the art is by Sergio Davila. The first thing I want to mention about this book is that they actually don't call themselves the X-Vengers. They're still known as the Avengers, and when someone does call them the X-Vengers, they take it as an insult. The Avengers in this book consist of Danny Moonstar, Cannonball, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Hank Pym, and Vision, and we first see them at a memorial to Captain America, and that memorial has names of other well-known characters who are no longer alive in this era. They're not there long before Vision detects a fleet of Kree ships headed towards Earth, and more specifically the Revelation territories, and they hop in their Quinjet and set off to deal with them. From there, it becomes a pretty standard Avengers book, with the Avengers fighting multiple Kree ships and Kree soldiers. It's really cool and action-packed. It's also during this fight that we learn how each member of the Avengers have been mutated, and I have to admit that some of their new powers are pretty cool. I won't tell you anything more than that, other than there's a pretty shocking ending that sets up a larger mystery that I can't wait to learn more about. I really enjoyed this issue. Like I said, most of it felt like a basic Avengers story, which is not a bad thing, and I also like this roster. If you're only wanting to read the core Age of Revelation books, then you're probably okay to skip this one, but if you're looking to pick up some of the better tie-ins, I recommend this one. So those are the 4 Age of Revelation tie-in issues that come out this week. This is the last batch of #1 issues, and I think next week we will circle back around to the #2 issues. So again, all these come out on Wednesday, October 29th. Let me know if you picked them up, and if you do, let me know what you think about them.